Alright, so recently, of course 1.1 is coming out. Still pretty impressed that we're getting this much of an update so soon. Um, I've never really participated in a private server that really did anything major after it launched. I mean, sometimes they had unique features at launch, but... So Duelist, becoming Kingslayer. What always drew me to this class was... where is it? Checkmate. Sorta like an Asura Strike. But it was nerfed into the ground. And it's finally getting a buff. So I'm gonna be leveling a new thief. And my goal is to get to Kingslayer. Probably gonna take me quite a while, just based on how my life's been going lately. But when I get the time, I'm gonna be working on it. And of course my VP, interesting changes coming. It seems like the whole philosophy behind Enchant Deadly Poison has been re-looked at. Let's see. No, not here. Yeah, so it now has an irreducible 5-second cast time, 150 SP, and 90% of your HP. So you're gonna cast that, and you're either gonna wait for regen or heal up. And the duration has been cut significantly, so I don't know. I didn't have any use for it previously. I would just use Rupture and heal, pretty much. I do like mixing in Fan of Knives and Axe Tornado. I mean, you're still getting a little bit of a bonus to the duration from your Advanced Venom Mastery, but nothing like the 60 seconds we were getting. But it's also going to do quite a bit for our axe skills, and Mulsner's Fall is now totally viable. Like, absolutely. And that new effect, you can't resist it. That's going to be insane. It's definitely going to have some use. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get on the thief. Start working on that. I don't really have a set build path for it. I'm just going with backstab because I have a decent dagger for it. And just random gear. But that Tomb Thief set isn't too bad. And of course, gotta have manuals. Yeah, I usually don't record myself talking while I play, but a buddy at work, Daniel, was like, yeah, I like to kind of listen to the thoughts of the player. So, here it is. This is a pretty straightforward grind map. It's 2 south of Morroc. Really easy to one-shot them. They don't really hit too hard. You do have to be a little bit careful with the champion monsters here, the Giga Sandworms, if that's what they're called. But they cast Heaven's Drive, and you could probably tank a couple of them, but they'll catch you off guard eventually. And really, I grind this out. Yeah, there we go. You'll be able to see that right there. Real easy to dodge it. Oh, but I failed anyway. I didn't click soon enough. But, I mean, it's a pretty cut and dry map. there are some decent drops here. Of course, if you're on a first character, loot absolutely everything. But I've sort of outgrown the utility of the equipment that drops here. But the Vanish manual that the sandworms drop is worth 2,500 zenny, so I mean it's a good little income. There's definitely some potential to do some area of effect farming here, and usually that's what I go with, is the rolling cutter build. But I guess reading the patch notes kinda got me excited for a little bit more strength from backstab, so I started using it. Because I'm kinda thinking I won't finish this for another month. I definitely see myself playing a lot less. But it's all good. I'm still kinda in awe about just how successful the server has been, and then how, like, me as a member of the public measures success. This game has been around for so long, and you know, people have made highly customized servers before. It's happened before. But what is it about this one that keeps me wanting to play? I think it's the fresh approach. It's not, oh, I know all the card effects already, I already know where to farm. None of that. All new farm spots, and definitely new ones coming down the line. Orn has already mentioned, you know, we have this entire map that we're not using, and he plans on adding new zones. Now I do wonder how he's going to sort of mix up the leveling content. Like right now, I'm sure you guys have seen in the patch notes that Varmint is getting a big experience nerf. But Gorge is going to get a buff. I don't think it's going to matter because, like, shit happens, people make mistakes, and they end up losing experience on death. And in the Gorge, you lose it all. So I don't think I'm going to be going there too often, not until I am extremely well geared, because it's just, I don't know, if he buffed it 70% in the Gorge, I might consider leveling there. But for now, I'm just going to do Varmint till they don't give experience anymore. It just seems like a much more straightforward leveling experience, especially since once you hit 130, Varmint is just a pure grind. The challenge isn't really there anymore, and I think that's why he's trying to change up the rewards, because people are just playing to advance, to get that next level up, and they're not really challenging themselves. Like, generally at every point in this game, there's some sort of challenge to overcome. Like, if I wanted to go straight to bathhouse, I would need to be pretty well geared. I'd need to pay attention to all the skills going off around me. But I do tend to go towards the easiest leveling path. That's why I stick on this map so much. It's real straightforward. It does kind of help the time go by, just chatting while I'm playing. Now a lot of times after this map, I'll stay here till 21 or 22, and then I will go, oh, there's a Vanish manual. Grab that. I don't really pick up the sandworm peelings. I'm sure they're used for some kind of hat rad quest, but I'm not looking for it right now, so it's not a big deal. It's super easy to farm here if I ever do decide to get it. Anyway, I go east, and on the next map there's some sandmen, and some living storms. If you're fighting melee, the living storms can be pretty annoying, because they cast Wall of Fog, so you have 50% chance for skill failure. But it's a decent bridge for experience. I don't have my notebook in front of me right now, but I have it I have it written down, the minimum levels required to get experience on certain maps. And that's typically the path I follow, and it varies a little bit depending on what kind of gear I have for the class I'm playing. And sometimes, of course, I just want something a little different. But my phone is going off, so I'm going to go ahead and call it quits and resume this guy. Maybe later today. I don't know. I gotta work.